Uni, go. Scooch more. Oh, wait. Oh,
You
wow,
are in
never
it.
mind.
You're very
in it. Oh, okay.
You're too
in it?
All right, we're recording
Big stretch.
on
Oh,
everything.
Big stretch.
Yes, we are.
Hi, baby. What do you have to say for the camera? Oh, sorry I was gone for so long, Uni. That's my B. Oh, yawn. Big yawn. Rat dog. Woof, woof, bark, bark. Yep. What do you have to say to the audience, Uni?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Rooftop Pod. I'm your host, Jesse, and I am back again with my sister,
Rachel.
and my brother,
Andrew.
and our doggo,
Uni.
Uni.
Okay, I think she's a little mic
She's
shy.
a little camera.
So I'm hanging out in New York this weekend. I didn't realize I had a fall break, which is really nice because it's right between my surgery and my medicine rotation. So having a week off between probably two of my hardest rotations was a very nice surprise. And I decided to come visit my two little siblings, and we've had a pretty lovely weekend so far.
Mhm.
And I was telling them earlier, this would have been the perfect weekend of my life if Daniel Caesar didn't f us over.
Y'all over. I was working.
So as kind of a recap, Daniel Caesar announced that he was going to do a pop concert. By the way, Daniel Caesar is like one of my favorite artists of all time. I think after this experience, that may change.
He's your least favorite artist of all time.
He lost the fan.
Blacklisted.
I mean, he
no
didn't.
longer listening to his music.
And honestly, well, I need to listen to his album a couple more times, but I didn't think it was that good, to be honest. I was hoping to listen to it live and maybe gain a new appreciation or perspective about his album, but that did not happen, unfortunately. So Daniel Caesar posted on his Instagram a couple days ago that he was going to be, or he told his fans to show up to Brooklyn, hang out in Brooklyn around noon. So we were all like, oh, he's doing this like pop-up tour thing where he's just showing up in random parks and like doing a free concert for everyone. So I was very excited because I just so happened to be in New York. I had no idea this was happening. And I was like, holy I am in New York the weekend he's doing a free pop concert in New York, which was just like a very nice surprise for me. I went to Brooklyn to Rachel's place yesterday morning, and we got all ready to get to the Prospect Park at noon because an hour before he liked the fans' comment on one of his posts saying that, oh, I think he's going to be at Prospect Park. So everybody knew he's probably going to show up at Prospect Park. So Rachel and I get there around probably like 12:30-ish, and there was thousands of his fans just kind of already gathered around. And
It's probably like more in the hundreds.
I think towards the end, it was in the thousands for sure.
Thousands or just thousand?
The
think
crowds were
1,000.
massive.
Well, okay.
I mean, actually, I don't know how big 1,000 people is,
No,
but that
I think
felt
it was
like
in the hundreds for sure.
Really? You think so?
Thousands is a lot of people.
1,000 is a lot of people.
Do you ever sit on the bleachers with your graduating high school class? That's about 800, 900 people.
Yeah, I think there was probably that, if not more.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
We were just really packed at one part. And I think towards the end, like towards like 1 or 2 p.m. when there was like more and more people accumulating, I feel like it was getting close to 1,000. In any case, there were a lot of his fans there waiting for him at around noon because that's when he said he was going to show up. And Rachel and I both were kind of working that day because it was a Friday. It was a weekday.
I was fully working. Like I
Yeah,
had
right.
8 hours of work. Like I had 8 hours that I had to bill that day.
That's true.
Jesse just had, side tasks that he needed to do. Again, it's his fall
That's
break.
true.
Like he doesn't have hours he needs to bill. So I have like extreme work anxiety because unfortunately work has
Extreme.
been really bad towards me. And then my laptop started dying, things weren't working, and I hadn't gotten like anything done. I was like, oh my God, like the guy that I'm supposed to like turn these things into, like is gonna be back in the office and he's probably gonna check in and be like, how are things going? I'm gonna be like, I don't know what's happening. Anyways, very, very anxious moment for me. I have lots of regrets about being there, considering that I'm employed and we ended up being there for like 3 hours.
And considering we never saw Daniel
Didn't
Caesar.
see him.
Because
Not
I was
worth it.
expecting to get there at like 12:30 and him to be there like having had a pop-up concert either started already and us to be there 1 hour. I go home, finish work, day is good.
Unfortunately, that is not what happened. We ended up
was very
staying
bad.
there till 3 p.m. and we're like, okay, I think he's not going to show up because he did say in his video something may or may not happen tomorrow in Brooklyn. So we're like, okay, maybe he did give himself an out and maybe he's just like drunk or hungover from the night before celebrating his like album release, and now he's just not going to show up. And so we left and we went back to Andrew's place, and Rachel like continued to do work. And then about like 30 minutes after we got back to Andrew's place, he posted on his Instagram that he was showing up. And by the time he started his concert, it was like 6 p.m. And I was like, why the hell would you announce or tell your fans to go to Brooklyn at noon and then not show up till 6 p.m.
This is
on a weekday?
Unemployed people shit.
Yeah, like I saw a TikTok about how his behaviors were kind of disrespectful to his like employed fans because first of all, why have a free pop-up concert only on a weekday in the middle of the day?
He had 2 other pop-up concerts in New York that was limited to like 50 people, so there are only 50 tickets that you could get, and they were raffled off in Washington Square Park and also McCarran Park.
Yeah.
And within 5 minutes of him posting a story of that, all the tickets were gone. So like some people like didn't even have the opportunity to like leave their workplace. It was just like limited to people who are like in that area already.
Yeah, but then I think about it, like he's still technically doing his fans a service by putting up a free concert. In
Yeah.
the sense that like he didn't have to do something for free for us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like he's only servicing like
It feels a little unfair because those pop-up concerts are like were after work hours. So it was at 7 p.m. So it's like
Yeah.
you could have had a first come first serve thing like on an online portal or like comment on
he's
this.
not that
you know?
organized.
But instead it's go find this random guy in a hoodie in a park.
Yeah. So we ended up not being able to see him, and you know what? It actually made me mad that he did show up at the end because then I got major FOMO seeing that he actually showed up, and then I wasn't able to
I
attend.
woke up this morning with intense anger because we ended up being in Prospect Park again today for like a birthday picnic, and we were
the same
literally
exact location.
sitting like where he was performing the night before. So we were there like a couple hours before he was there, and then we were there like a couple hours after he was there.
Yeah.
Tough.
Very,
So
very
rough.
sad. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe big artists do need to have some sort of like some level of respect for your fans. And like, again, I'm just like, he is putting on a free concert. Like this
Yeah.
is like something he doesn't have to do. But at the same time, like telling people on a middle of a work day to show up at noon, but then not showing up until 6 is like, it feels disrespectful, and a lot of people were like not very happy there. I mean, I'm sure the people who stayed the whole 6 hours and actually saw him at the end were very happy, but like not all of us can do that. Like we can't all
Yeah.
just take out 6 hours during a weekday and just like camp out. and
Like
wait
if it
for
was
you
a
to show up.
weekend, I would have been so happy just sitting in a park because it was a gorgeous day. I would have been so happy sitting there for multiple hours until the sunset, but no.
The funny thing is,
What's the funny thing?
The funny thing was the comment while we were there. Someone made a comment on one of the TikToks saying, "Oh, Daniel Caesar literally did this just so his fans could go outside and touch grass."
Yeah.
Like he didn't actually want to do a
Yeah.
pop-up concert
Well, the thing is, like, he kept posting, like, reposting things while
while we were there.
it was like between the hours of 12 and 3 p.m. And every single time he posted things, people would just start running.
Yeah, I was like,
to where? No one knows.
it felt like he was running a social experiment on his fans.
But then the last post that we saw where we were there was literally of like everyone congregating around someone dressed as Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first time there was a mass migration to like, I think it was Long Meadow.
Yeah.
There was a mass migration to Long Meadow. Me and Jesse started sprinting because we saw a couple people out of
It was
the corner of our
exhilarating.
eye running through like the pathway because we were at Lena something bandshell.
Yeah.
Lena Horn bandshell. Anyways, everyone ran over there. It was a like big circle around Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Very respectful big circle for Spider-Man.
Yeah, but someone had taken a video of everyone running and gathering around Spider-Man, and Daniel had posted that on his story.
So we're like, he's right behind us. But it wasn't him. He was
Yeah.
not even close. I don't know where he was.
I will
but
say props to the New York crowd for being respectful. I was
Yes.
expecting things to be much worse.
Yeah.
Like even when we were gathered around Spider-Man had plenty of space to
Yes.
move.
Yeah.
It was like a really big circle. The diameter was great. Good job.
And this is in
Um,
contrast to his LA pop-up where fans were very rude and disrespectful towards him. So good to see that everybody in New York
Was well
Rutgers are
behaved.
was
Kind,
well-behaved,
so
which
respectful.
means he might come back maybe tomorrow or maybe today. I'm just kidding.
He's done 3
He's done.
pop-up concerts
Yeah,
here.
that's true.
Definitely
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sad I missed his free concert. Otherwise, this weekend was very, very good.
Great weekend.
Great weekend. We got to get dinner with one of my med school friends who hope you guys all, I mean, Rachel's first time meeting them and Andrew's met them a couple times.
Yeah, big fans.
Yeah, and then today, childhood friend's 30th birthday party. I got to surprise him because he had no idea I was in town. That was really great, very wholesome. And then afterwards, we got to eat at an incredible. Would you consider it an omakase or just like a
Sort
sushi
of.
spot?
Is it considered? She's just coughing. She's just coughing.
Yeah, coughing. So proper.
So proper. Is it
Um,
omakase? Kind of.
kind of.
Is it? No.
I think it's just a sushi
Japanese
spot,
sushi
but
spot, yeah.
it was a very well curated selection of bites that all were very different.
So good.
And very interesting. It was like every bite was like a very unique experience, texture wise, flavor wise, and like visually. Like all these different bites of sushi were just like very, very good. So highly recommend.
Top 3 dessert in New York.
That's actually kind of crazy to me because there's nothing like incredibly unique about their vanilla gelato, mochi, sesame. Like these are all
So
flavors that are like,
good.
you know, pretty run of the mill for an Asian restaurant. So I'm kind of surprised that's in your like top favorite.
3.
But it was a very
So good.
very good dessert. But
So good.
I feel like it wasn't super, I don't know. I don't know if it was necessarily unique for me, but very tasty. Yeah.
Have you had that elsewhere?
I feel like the ice cream mochi combo, like even at When they had like something similar, and it was
That's
like black
number
sesame.
2.
Yeah, that was like a
That's
basically
number
a
2.
very similar thing, like a black sesame mochi ice cream. I was like, it's kind of similar to that, but
That's why it's number 3.
but I mean, both of those desserts were very good. I usually like a dessert with a little bit of something tart and citrusy to cut through the sweetness.
That's why my
Which
number
I-
1 was Family
Family
Meal.
Meal at Blue Hill. Strawberry sorbet. I think about that every day.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't there
wow.
to experience
that was something
one.
special. I like how we haven't said the name of this restaurant this entire time.
Oh yeah, we're gatekeeping this. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, I'm gonna post about it.
no,
And it's
there's-
also very popular online.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a sushi restaurant called Ume in Williamsburg.
We also saw a celebrity there. Too.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we saw
yeah.
Bella Porch. We got to sit kind of close to her. We didn't interrupt her meal with her boyfriend, but another fan did. And it was a very awkward interaction that we had to sit through. But
And Jesse and Andrew kept being like, "You want to take a picture with us?"
We did not actually say that
We
to
didn't-
them.
the outdoor seating area
Oh,
was
garden
just so
area.
nice.
So everything about that place was just so like tastefully, artfully done. Like
The
everything
staff was
really,
so kind.
yeah,
our
thought
waiter.
through, like
So nice.
great guy.
just even like how everything was placed on the platter, like on the tray that they brought out. Even like the ice cream, like everything was just
Yeah.
like
I'll pop up a little
Visually
picture of
We'll
the
take you
Very
next
pleasing.
time, Uni.
uni. We ate some uni.
We ate uni.
Uni.
We ate
had
uni
uni.
at Ume with uni. But yeah, it was a very good meal. Probably one of my favorite restaurants in New York so far.
Wow,
And it was
wow.
good to spend with the company that I had.
Mm-hmm. No other
My
company you would have
Brother
rather
and
have.
my sister.
Yes, sir.
Yay!
And then yeah, it was a beautiful day in Prospect Park. So like, I don't know. I think I was telling Rachel that I'm becoming enamored by New York again because I think recently I'd considered maybe not doing residency here, maybe going to the West Coast instead. But there's just a certain charm and a certain sense of community here in New York that you really can't find anywhere else.
New York Fall is also the most elite season.
Yeah, New York
Of the
Fall
city.
is really,
That's
really
true.
gorgeous.
That's true. Yeah,
You're
and your
visiting at
winters
Lake
aren't that
Placid.
long or bad because you have Christmas here, which is like a really
Amazing.
nice time of the year, even though it's cold.
This is my favorite time of the year.
Yeah, and then New York summers are fun because everyone's outside. They're in Central Park. There's actually
Well,
no
it's
season.
hot as
It is hot as
hell.
hell, and the subway system sucks balls in the summertime.
Yeah.
Would you rather take end of July, beginning of August, New York, or end of January, beginning of February, New York?
Ooh, those are probably the two more sufferable.
I'm
months.
scared because I'm already starting to get, because living in California was phenomenal, like
Oh, true.
sunlight
You were
every
spoiled.
single day.
Oh.
But here, like I leave work and it's dark now.
Oh,
and
seasonal
it, like,
affective
makes-
disorder.
I
That's your
am
problem. You go to
tasting-
work.
I am tasting my seasonal depression. Like even when I work from home, I like sometimes I just don't leave my home.
That's true.
On the
I'll go
days that I
48
come
hours
home,
without
yeah.
leaving this place.
Yeah, but you're bathed in sunlight.
Yeah, it's
in this
amazing.
place, which is a little different. But yeah, I mean, I think for me, I have to be realistic about what my life would actually look like if I moved to New York. I will be a resident. I will be paid not that much money. I will be extraordinarily busy. So, like, will I even have time to enjoy the fact that I'm in New York? And would it just kind of be like a waste of my, 4 years where I get to experience something new and different? I don't know. I guess I should talk to some of my friends who are residents here. But they all seem to be enjoying it.
I think like having lived in multiple places at this point, I think New York is by far the least convenient place to live because I find myself like really struggling to like go grocery shopping sometimes because I'm like, first I have to walk 15 minutes, then I have to
Whoa, what's your
wait
nearest
in
grocery
line.
store?
Well, I go to Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, which is like a 15-minute walk from me because
Oh, Trader Joe's? Oh, you go to the one?
in Williamsburg.
Whoa, that is far.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, because that's like by the water, and I am
that's a
not by
hike.
the water.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a nice Trader Joe's, though.
It is a nice Trader Joe's, and then I have to commit myself to like a longer shopping trip because I'm gonna be waiting in line. Like the line usually at any Trader Joe's at any given time that's not during the workday like wraps around the entire store. So I'm gonna have to wait in line for a
Really?
long time. Yeah.
And then you have to carry
Huh.
all of your
And then I have to
groceries
carry
back.
all my shit back to my apartment, and then I have to do that more than like once, like at least once a week, because I can't carry that much shit back home.
Oh, you should
so
get
I
one
have
of
to
those
do
wagons.
that often.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, these
You'll be
are
one
like
of
small
those
things.
people.
But then it's also like, if you don't have in-unit, I personally don't have in-unit laundry. I'm not balling like that. So I have to
Okay.
haul all my shit down to the basement, see rats all the time.
You have rats in your laundry basement?
It's like a little courtyard, and then there's like
Oh.
you go outside first, and that's
Oh,
our
I
trash
see, I see,
courtyard,
I see, I
and then you go
Oh.
back inside for
I
the
thought you
laundry.
had
the
rats in
basement.
your laundry room.
No,
that'd be crazy.
There were roaches though.
I mean, that's
I saw like
expected.
roach traps in the laundry
Yeah.
trash, and I went, ugh. Anyways, lots of like little inconveniences that I was kind of like, I was okay with this before living in California when I was like, oh yeah, that's like a small trade-off for like all these other wonderful things that I'm like essentially paying for to live in New York. I think after living in California, I'm like, the diversity is there, the food scene is comparable, the transit is comparable, the community is comparable. Like
Oh.
all of the things are very comparable to what I've experienced in New York, and it makes me
Plus.
feel like I'm like, plus
The
I feel
conveniences,
like
yeah.
a lot of my closer friends live on the West Coast, so
Whoa.
it does feel like there's a bigger piece missing. It's easier to do activities that are more interesting to me because I feel like a lot of the activities in New York are very centered around consuming, whether
Consumerism.
that's like eating out, going out, shopping, like everything's
Experiences,
centered
yeah.
around
Spending
paying
money.
money to experience things. And I think that's never really been what I've been super into. And I think when I first interned here, it was like wow, I can experience all these things. But now I'm like, I can't, like, I leave my door and I lose $100. Not
Yeah,
actually.
No, that's accurate. I'm like, no, that sounds about right.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm always a little pessimistic when I first move because I feel like I get really attached to places after I've lived there for a while. And it takes me a while to detach myself from the previous place that I lived and find all the new things that I like about where I'm currently living. But right now, it does feel like as much as New York is special and it has its charm, it is a hard place to live, especially if you're not making a lot of money.
Yep, that's a realization I need to come to. Yes.
Yeah. And I think like another thing that I've realized as someone who doesn't make all that much money is that a lot of friendships here seem to be very individual based. So like a lot of the people that I've talked to, like most of the hangouts, like most of the people they hang out with are individual one-on-one based relationships and not friend groups. And I've always been a friend group person.
Crazy thing.
I was in,
Oh, I was gonna say this is the first time I've ever like kind of been in a friend group since college.
Well, I'll
But
get
yes,
into
keep
that.
on going. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Rachel was explaining this to me earlier.
Oh, okay.
So-
Interesting.
like all throughout elementary school, high school,
Okay.
college, grad school, I've always had a friend group.
Sure.
I've always had my group of girls. I love my girls. I love having girls. And like I've explained this to a lot of people where I think I gravitate towards like all girlfriend groups because I grew up with a group of boys. I'm in a male dominated field. Why the hell would I want to be around more men throughout the day?
Sure.
Why
Yeah.
spend your extra time?
Exactly. And I
Your
think like
wartime
I love the
needs.
energy that like especially my group of girlfriends have where it's like everyone really cares for each other. Like there's little acts of service, little gifts, like just little things that where you're like, wow, I love these people because you can really tell that they value me. Anyways, not saying that guys can't do this. I think girls just tend to do somewhat of a better job at this.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, but in New York, when I've like talked to people, caught up with friends who have been living here for like 1 or 2 years, they're all like, yeah, a lot of my friendships are like individual. And it's like, I get dinners with people. I like go on walks. I go to workout classes with like one other friend, at most like 2. It's either like one other friend or a trio. And it's because it's pretty inconvenient to host people here
Oh,
if you don't have a large
Just
place,
large space.
I
which you
see.
can only pay for if you're making a lot of money. Which is why the only friend group that I found in New York so far is Andrew's.
I see. I see
Yeah.
where you're
problem.
going with
because like
this.
in
Yeah.
Berkeley, I would have people over all the time for like study sessions. We would go to our friends' places all the time.
same.
Friends that have like nice like common spaces in their apartments.
Just
but,
like, I do that here.
I was like, I do be hosting people
Exactly,
all the
but it's
time
like-
here.
In my Williamsburg apartment, it's like I can
Hilarious.
host at most like 3 or 4 other people
Yeah.
for like a
Yeah.
casual night hangout.
Mhm.
And I can't like host dinners as easily. It's just like a lot more effort to host people
Yeah.
or just really inconvenient to, and you kind of have to hang out with people in third spaces.
Yeah.
So it's just easier to have one-on-one friendships than it is to have friend
Yeah.
groups, and I think that's something that I'm really having to adjust to
Yeah.
because again, I've always been a friend group person. I've
Yeah.
always had my girls, and I don't have my girls in New York right now.
Interesting.
That's an
interesting.
interesting take.
Yeah.
Even the third spaces in New York are small, so like that even limit. Because
Yeah.
like if you
Unless
want to
they're
hang out with,
outdoor spaces.
unless they're outdoor,
Yeah.
which again limited in New
Or
York,
cost
Yeah.
money.
or cost money. Like if you want to rent out like a private dining room with all your friends, costs money. But if you want to just hang out with like 1 or 2 of your friends, you can just reserve a book or reserve one table. Yeah, that's a really interesting take that the cost of having friend groups, like groups of friends and hanging out with groups of friends is like cost limited. And I feel like that's actually not something people really consider when they move to New York because they're like, oh, everyone knows someone in New York, like, and they're all pretty accessible because of public transportation. But your ability to hang out with like a large group of people is like kind of cost prohibited.
Even then,
A little bit.
I've found that like even though everything is accessible by transit, not a lot of people are willing to travel that far.
Yeah.
Because like if you have like an Upper West Side friend and you live in Brooklyn,
Oh yeah.
you guys are probably only seeing each other like
that's a long
Once every
distance
couple
friendship.
months,
yeah.
It
It's
is a
like
long distance
You
friendship.
guys are
That's
definitely
long distance
meeting
right
in a
there.
third space when you're hanging out.
Upper West
You
Side to
guys are
Brooklyn,
probably like at each other's places like once a month max.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do know friend groups that evolve from neighborhoods in like these shoebox apartments.
Yeah.
which is like where the other friend group that I hang out with started from. They were all neighbors in the same like Lower East Side apartment complex. And I think they've all moved out, which is kind of sad. End of an era.
Yeah. I do think that requires like
But that
extra
requires
effort,
luck.
like
Oh.
luck and
Yeah.
like higher activation energy to like
Yeah.
step out of your comfort zone to
Yeah.
do. But yeah, I mean, that is something that I've considered about New York. But I feel like I can work around that by like finding events to go to. Because I think my friend group really likes going to like music and concert events and stuff. And we're willing to pay money to go to those concerts.
But like if you're going to them so frequently, it's like I don't know. I think I have a bit of an issue with
That's
money.
also costs money. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
and it's expensive to go to those on like a weekly basis. Too.
oh, weekly? No, it wouldn't. Be.
Hell no.
I can't do that shit weekly. That shit's tiring. But I'm also more of a homebody type person where like I'm pretty comfortable at home by myself, and if I interact with friends like maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, I'm like kind of okay with that. I like spending time on my own, but I do understand that you gain a lot of sense of your fulfillment with your friend group, and if you don't have that, then like part of you dies. So,
I'm dead
dies.
inside.
which is
That's accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I still haven't really made up my mind. Well, it's actually kind of funny. Sometimes I come to New York and my friends here are like, I see you, Jesse, more often than some of my friends who actually live in New York. Because like whenever I come, I will make an effort every single time I come
Yeah.
to visit them or like plan a hangout. But like when you're living in the same city, you actually start losing that like desire and drive to see the person that lives in the same city. So you don't make that effort to see them because you're like, oh, they're in New York. Like it's almost in the back of your mind.
yeah.
You'll see them again in the future. So like you don't really have to make that intention. But like for me, every time I come here, they're like a handful of people. I'm just like, I'm going to hang out with them every single time I come here. So yeah. So I think my experience as a person who actually lives here would actually be very different than, as a visitor every single time. But yeah, we'll see. All right. One thing I wanted to talk about today is
Dun, 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 dun.
so I in addition to my friend from home turning 30, I also turned 30 very recently. All right. I
Sorry,
don't
that was an involuntary reaction.
I don't feel 30 at all just because I'm still in a stage of my life where I am like my
What does it
title
mean to
is
feel 30?
student. No, like I feel like 30 years old, and I want to gauge other people in our audience, like what does being 30 entail? Because for me, I think 30 entails, at least traditionally, it's a time in your life where you should be like settled into your career. For most people like you who've exited college, you've been in your career for like almost a decade at this point.
That's crazy.
And
yeah.
like at that point, you're already thinking about financial stability, starting a family. Being 30 comes with a lot of different expectations, and I'm like not even close to being there, which is why I don't feel 30. I'm like, my literal title is still a student. Like I'm still a medical student, and I get humbled every single day I go into the hospital. So like I don't feel like I'm a professional at anything. I don't feel like I'm a 30-year-old person. And so I don't think I'll feel 30 until I'm like probably 32 or 33 when I've actually digested the fact that I'm in my 30s.
That's crazy. I always said, because we have a little brother, that I'm 12 years older. By the time he graduates high school, I'll be 30. And whenever I said that, people were like, damn, that's so old. Like, you could be old enough to be his dad.
I mean, it's true. Well, no, it's not true. But yeah, there's a big age gap.
Yeah.
And back then, that seemed like
so far
away. And now
That's
we're
coming
literally,
up.
we're
That's coming
literally
up so
like here.
fast.
Not me though.
Oh yeah, Rachel's young
Oh,
enough.
yeah, you're a baby.
But yeah,
Early
I,
20s.
I was like reflecting because like my birthday was spent very quietly. I was on nights on surgery, and I actually preferred it that way because no one on the surgery team knew it was my birthday. And my 30th birthday was actually a birthday I really didn't want to celebrate. Like I didn't want to bring attention to the fact that I was turning 30, and I also felt like there was nothing worth celebrating. Like it was almost like if I celebrated it, I would be reminded of the fact that I was behind in life. And I think that the fact that I got to spend it quietly without anyone around me knowing that it was my birthday was actually that's what I preferred for my 30th birthday. And it got me thinking about, like, in general, I think I'm a type of person who actually doesn't like celebrating my own birthday. I love celebrating my friends' birthdays because it's an excuse to have a lot of fun and, hang out with my friends. But for myself, I feel like I've never, and maybe this is part of like being on a rat race, but I've never felt like I'm in a point in my life where what I've accomplished is actually worth celebrating. I don't know if you guys feel that way about your own birthday, because whenever I turn another year older, I'm just like, well, everyone can do this. Like, this is not something worth celebrating. Everyone turns a year older every single year. Like, why is me turning another year older like something that I should be celebrating? Like, I didn't accomplish anything like super significant or celebration worthy in that year that, warrants me throwing a big ass party for my 30th birthday. Like, I don't know. Everyone turns 30 at some point. So I don't know. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on birthday celebrations, how you guys feel about that. And
Actually, Rachel, do you like celebrating your birthday?
No, I hate celebrating.
Yeah, I was gonna say I also hate celebrating my birthday,
Oh,
but
so we
for
all-
very different reasons.
To rat race, though, I don't think it's.
Yeah, mine's
I don't
very
think
different.
Birthdays have ever been a celebration of like what you've accomplished. Like that, at least for me, I've never associated birthdays with things that you can accomplish. I think it's more of just like a reason to throw a party.
Well, for me,
And-
it's like I don't want to be reminded that I haven't accomplished enough and I'm already at this certain number or age, Because if I'm celebrating, then I start feeling bad. I'm like, why is everybody celebrating like someone who hasn't accomplished what a 30-year-old should
I
accomplish?
think you should work through that
crazy.
because I don't think it's that deep.
My reason, I remember you threw a birthday party for me, 25, 2 years ago?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. Did not like it.
Yeah,
but thanks
I
for
think
doing
it's
it.
more of like I hate when everyone's attention is
Exactly.
on me.
Because
like, I hate when people
I
are celebrating
feel
me.
responsible if people are not having fun.
Yes. Okay.
And I don't like
Hosting
that.
also really stresses me out.
Mm-hmm.
But what I have, last year I had a joint birthday party and it was phenomenal. I actually loved it. So I think that's what I'm
okay,
going to
a
be
joint
doing
party?
from this point
That's
on.
nice.
Yeah, it was a
'cause it
3-person
splits
joint
the
birthday
attention.
party. Yeah, but I do think like the concept of a birthday party is just to have all the people that you love together in one place. And I think that's kind of a special thing. Like, I understand my birthdays are something that people enjoy having, but I think we growing up never had a birthday party. And I
yeah,
think that
did.
probably is a big part of the reason
Reason
why
why
we're
we
so
don't like it.
uncomfortable
Yes.
with having birthday parties now is because we never experienced it as a child. And we, frankly, growing up with 5 kids, like
Didn't
the
really
attention
see-
is never
yeah.
solely on us.
Yeah.
And I think we're just very attention avoidant in those types of
interesting.
social settings. Like, none of
I
our
completely agree
accomplishments
with
were
that.
really celebrated.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Ever.
graduations,
Yeah.
like whatever,
Yeah.
you know? Like, I don't
I
know.
didn't even
Like,
wear my cap and gown during my graduation.
Oh, didn't you have like a COVID graduation?
Yeah, but we hosted it 2 years later.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
yeah, but like,
But it was so early in the morning. I'm like, I'm not getting
I
up
don't
for
need
this.
that shit.
And I was just like, I'm not paying for a cap and a gown. I was just like,
Oh,
that-
like you literally didn't even buy one.
yeah, that's
Wow, that's crazy.
I do not that I don't regret that. I do regret not buying a high school yearbook because I remember I was like
Yeah.
$60. I don't have $60 to
Yeah.
spend.
It's kind of expensive. For
That
a
is
high
still
school.
kinda
Yeah, it's still kind of
expensive,
expensive.
Well, I mean, now I'm like, well, take
Well,
my
yeah,
$60. I wish I had a high school
Yeah.
You could
yearbook.
flip through it, yeah.
But yeah, no. Cap and gown, I don't regret not going to graduation actually.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I did end up celebrating, but it wasn't overtly for my birthday. Like, once I finished my surgery rotation and I had the mental capacity to celebrate, I celebrated, but like, it wasn't overtly for my birthday. It was more like, oh, I'm done with surgery. Let's all go out and drink and get super faced, which I accomplished very well.
Wow.
And yeah, and it was super fun. It wasn't like no one was celebrating because it was my birthday, but like I got all my friends together. It was around the time of my birthday, and then that was
that's
a
nice.
really
I like
really
that.
fun night. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I do think it's tied to us growing up in a family that doesn't really celebrate birthdays, and us growing up in a family where we never got really intense one-on-one direction or attention. I do notice a pattern now that you mention it. I feel like people who are raised as like an only child love celebrating their birthdays. Like, they love having like a birthday bash where all the attention's on them. And
They're
yeah,
familiar with being in the limelight.
yeah,
Yeah. Because I, like, in undergrad, I would never host something for my birthday, and my friends would always get really mad at me and then, like, host something for me, which I love them for that. But even then, I really hated it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like what's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened for my 21st birthday. Like, they threw a surprise birthday party for me, which was really fun as soon as it turned into just like a general party and like people
Yeah.
forgot it was
Yeah.
like celebrating me. But like the first few seconds where everyone's surprising me, I'm like,
It's like,
holy,
oh,
this is mad uncomfortable.
why is everyone looking at me?
I hate this so much.
But I love my friends for doing this for me.
Yeah.
And I think in those moments, I'm still more overwhelmed by like the love of my friends than by like get this spotlight off of me. So yeah, no, I generally appreciate those kinds of experiences. But yeah, that doesn't really happen in adulthood anymore. You don't
Really,
really
you'll
like,
ever celebrate your birthday?
huh?
Do you think you'll ever celebrate your birthday?
I will never willingly like throw a birthday party for myself.
If it's a
Okay.
joint birthday party.
Okay, if it's a joint birthday party, then I'll put an effort to celebrate my joint friend.
I love joint birthday parties.
Yeah, I don't
Then
think
it's
I've
just
ever
like
had
we
that.
just gather people. So what happened last year? It was a joint with 2 other girls in my grad program. We just invited all of our friends, and then went to karaoke and SF, and it was awesome.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you told us
Prime.
about
Yeah.
that. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think I would ever throw a birthday party just for myself. That also feels like so attention seeking, I don't know. I respect the people who do that because I could never, and I enjoy
Throw
going to your
birthday
parties.
parties.
But like,
I don't know if it's attention seeking, because it's still like on them to plan it and host it.
yeah,
It's just a reason. Again,
No,
it's just a reason to have a party.
yeah,
That's true.
Gather friends. Yeah.
I just, yeah, I couldn't see myself doing that. I guess I have had birthday parties.
Do you
'Cause I
dread
think-
your birthday like coming up?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
Oh.
really, oh, you guys don't?
no, it's just another day for me.
Yeah.
No. For me, I'm like, oh, it's another reminder of my
Do you
failures.
not like
Oh,
getting?
wow.
Oh Jesus.
Or not another reminder of like me being behind in life. And
I
like
remember
usually I don't
Rachel
think
wanted
about
to do
that.
something for your birthday, and I was calling, like Rachel and I were calling, and I think Rachel suggested doing something, and I was just like, I don't know if Jesse would like that.
What do
I
you
think
mean? For this birthday?
yeah, I think
Oh.
Rachel wanted to like deliver you like a cake or something, and I'm like,
Oh, it's
yeah. I was just like, I don't know if Jesse wants to be reminded that he's turning older.
no, but like when it does happen, like it feels nice because like my
Oh.
girlfriend gave me a really nice
We're-
gift,
we're okay,
and I was
okay.
like,
Yeah.
oh,
Okay,
this was
cake.
I
like
was like,
very
okay, Andrew.
thoughtful.
Well, because like sometimes I got birthday sadness in undergrad, like during freshman year when I was like actually depressed.
Oh yeah, you
Um,
had COVID under
yeah.
that.
That is really sad.
That is
Yeah.
really sad.
But I remember on my birthday, like all of my friends were texting me happy birthday, and I was like, oh, this does make me feel really like
Oh.
good.
Yeah, the texts and the calls I always appreciate
Yeah.
because I get to catch up with people that I don't
Yeah.
really talk to that
Yeah.
much. But yeah, it's what was I gonna say? I do feel like some people do go over the top maybe when celebrating their birthday to bait away the birthday sadness. Because like if you are someone who suffers birthday sadness, like throwing a party and inviting all your friends is a very good distraction from your
I've
sadness.
never
on
heard
your
of this
birthday.
term birthday sadness until talking to
Really?
you guys. Yeah, I think
Oh,
you're the
really?
ones who made me aware of this term
Of
birthday, sadness.
I think I've
Yeah.
been birthday sad for the past
I feel like
since 23. I don't think I've
23.
Yeah,
That's-
I think
God,
every
yeah,
year
I was
since
gonna say-
23, I've been sad on my
I
birthday.
think 3 years ago. So your 27th birthday was when I remember you being sad. It was either 27 or 28.
Yeah, 27 was definitely a sad one for me.
Oh, okay. Word. Then it was probably 27.
Okay, word.
And I'm just like, damn, Jesse, hella sad right now.
But I also built this podcast on that day of my birthday.
yes, that was it.
So
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
out of my sadness comes, maybe more
That
fun
was-
things.
This podcast is 3 years old. Wow.
Yeah.
Dang, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
This podcast older than you, dog.
And we barely post.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
We
got
will be
We
posting more.
We be employed.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
I'm
we've
busy,
been
man.
no, we all busy.
Oh yeah,
It's
well,
tough out here.
Y'all have always been busy. This is a new thing for me. All
I'm
right.
employed now.
I've been employed, but now I'm employed and busy.
But yeah, no, I think I've experienced sadness on my birthday for the past 7 birthdays.
Damn. 7.
Yeah. But I think I'm generally like a happy person. Like I'm not usually just,
Yeah.
like,
I think I've
sad.
only had one sad birthday, the Denver birthday,
Oh yeah.
by myself.
That one's
Couldn't
tough
go into the
one.
office.
Yeah.
Fresh out of a breakup.
You didn't know anyone in
No
Denver.
friends in the city.
Jeez.
Yeah, that one was tough.
Yeah, no.
Good times.
Every birthday I've spent has been pretty sad. This one was less sad, for sure, because I was like working and in the hospital.
Locked in.
Yeah, so like I didn't have to think about the fact that it was my birthday. But yeah, let us know if you guys like are happy on your birthday or not.
Or
Because I
sad.
feel like generally speaking, people are happy on their birthdays. Or maybe they like host this big ass celebration to, you know, distract themselves from the fact that they are sad, like me. But I feel like birthday sadness in your like late 20s and 30s is actually more common
Common.
than like happiness on your birthday.
I could see that.
I would
Yeah.
I would actually like to know what the poll is on that.
I think a lot of my friends also experience birthday sadness.
Mm-hmm.
Get into that
Like,
age.
I think it's a normal thing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'm at
I think
that
it's super
age.
normal. I think it's super normal to feel sad on your
Yeah.
birthday. I don't know why.
Because
though.
there's no more milestones after like 21.
Just getting older.
Yeah, you're just getting older after that.
Yeah,
'Cause,
there's
like-
not like something new and exciting
Yeah,
to look forward
every
once you turn
birthday-
a certain age.
I would say before 21 is like a new and exciting milestone to like hit.
Yeah, I think the only milestone from this point on is like when you can liquidate your Roth IRA for no taxes.
Damn.
Like that's
Nine.
like the only date that we have to look
57 and a
for.
half.
I'm gonna throw a
Oh.
banger on my 59th birthday. Wait, what? It's what?
57 and a half, you can start doing partial withdrawals, right? From Roth IRA. I'm going to look this up. I need to
Oh, I
fact
don't
check
know.
myself.
But my 59th birthday party, let me tell y'all, my whole Roth IRA is gonna be liquidated into a party.
This is not financial advice. This is for
But yeah, no,
entertainment
I
purposes only.
honestly, there's no year that like signifies anything past 21. All of them are just reminders of that you're getting old.
Your youth is
Yeah,
dying.
yeah. I've been thinking so much about age
Wow,
lately.
I was wrong. 59 and a half, you're right. I thought it was 57.
Oh.
Yep. 60th going to be lit.
Yeah, that's why like my current research interest is in the anti-aging epigenetic field. Like I think about aging so much just because like I think we have the technology in our current biomedical research space to like prevent aging or like prolong human life meaningfully. Like I think we have the technology to be able to do that. So if any of you are familiar with this idea of epigenetic rejuvenation using Yamanaka factors and stem cell therapy,
That's crazy. My
yeah, I
discussions
think-
around anti-aging are much different in this household. My friend was staying over and she was putting on the Twilight series, and you know how vampires live forever. We
I
asked
watched.
ourselves the same questions. Would you live forever if you could?
I watched Twilight for the first time during my road trip because we were in Forks.
Did you watch all of them or just Twilight?
Just the first one.
Oh, okay.
And what a piece of cinema.
yeah, it's so iconic.
It is.
The
it's
Twilight
just-
series is very
Have you seen
iconic.
it? I've never
cinema.
seen because I was
It's
late to
pure
the party.
cinema.
It's, I like no,
In its
no
rawest
descriptors,
forms.
just cinema.
Oh man,
Wow.
no,
It's
But the
just
color
crazy.
grading got so much better in the later videos.
Oh really?
Yeah, because the first one's just
The
like
first one
blue.
is just blue.
but it was the
Oh,
vibe, you
God.
know.
They like took the coldness filter
It's
and just
grungy
all the way
dragged
down.
it all the way down. But that's the
That's so
vampire
crazy.
vibe. But you know,
Yeah. But then they
Twilight-
actually color graded to look normal in the future.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
I actually don't think I've seen the Twilight series, like the movies, until like I watched it with your other roommate, Caitlin.
Oh, but yes, would you live forever if you could? You didn't
That's
answer.
a
No.
good question.
I
No.
would not. I think I would get bored.
But what if you could choose when you could die?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Because I think a lot of people would say no, immortality is kind of ass.
No, but okay, so I've had this thought.
Mm.
I think human progress is impeded by the fact that we die every like 70 years.
I mean, yeah.
Imagine
Turnover is too
the
fast.
turnover is too fast.
The
Imagine
turn
if you
rates.
have someone who can accumulate knowledge in one person in perpetuity. I feel like human advances would accelerate even more if you had that ability. But also human suffering, I think, would also increase more because
Well, the disparity
would
go
yeah,
crazy.
would go
Yeah.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
people, like think about how rich people are already able to accumulate so much money. I think the equalizer for that is death at like
Yeah.
70, 80, 90 years old, you know? But once you get rid of that equalizer, the accumulation of wealth at the top is going to go crazy. So we have to figure out that problem first. But the accumulation of knowledge, I think, will be net benefit for society if you can just like accumulate knowledge in perpetuity. Yeah. But again, I think we're close to that right now. People are saying that the first 200-year-old person is alive already today.
Whoa,
Crazy
that's
stuff.
pretty crazy.
I'll link some papers in the description for people who are interested.
200
but
is crazy.
There's this idea in science right now where you can partially reprogram cells. So back in like 2006, a paper was published where scientists figured out how to turn any cell back into a stem cell. And in like 2021 or 2022, another group of scientists found that if you like blast these cells intermittently with this treatment that like reverses cells back into stem cells, you don't revert them all the way back to a stem cell, you revert them back to a younger state. So they tried this in a whole organism mouse, and they found that they can turn old mice back into younger mice and have them live for longer. So people are trying to figure out strategies now to implement that in humans, and by almost every biomarker of aging, you can reverse age of mice back to like a younger state, which is incredible. Like muscle healing is better, like liver function is better, like wound healing, everything is just better in these like rejuvenated mice. So it's a very interesting concept. It's definitely a space that I'm interested in research wise because I did my PhD in epigenetics and genetics.
And also, Jesse clearly has a problem with aging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
You think this could fix
I
my
think
finger?
Personally,
no.
Fuck.
Young people get hurt. It's not something that you can get around.
Dang it.
Yeah, maybe it's like a fear of death thing because it's such an unknown for me. And I think for a lot of people fear death. I would say it's not uncommon to fear death.
Mm.
I think for me, I hope I reach a point in my life where I'm like satisfied with everything that I've done in my life. But I feel like I'm just perpetually unsatisfied. And I feel like that's my one flaw is just like I'm perpetually unsatisfied with what I've accomplished with, you know, my current situation in life. I don't know if that'll ever change. I hope it does change.
I get that way sometimes,
Mm.
especially when I feel like I'm not being productive. I think my roommate hears about it sometimes where, like, especially when I don't have a lot of tasks to do, my mind just starts daydreaming and thinking about all the things I could be doing right now. And then I'm just like, oh, I can do more. I can, like, be more productive. And a lot of it's monetarily focused. I will not lie. And then my roommate is just like, do you want to do that because you're discontent with your life or because you're curious? And I'm just like, that's weird because I am like quite content with my life. Like there's no need for me to like chase more money at this point, more than what I'm currently making. But for some reason I like have this antsiness to pursue it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a boredom thing or more just like I feel like I should be doing more.
I just want to play more. I hate working.
Well, part of it's also for me, and I think for a lot of people, is like if you work harder now, that'll give you more
Time,
time,
to
space, money to like just retire early and play more in the future.
I think
So-
in my line of work, I'm never going to get paid that much to where that is like the motivator for working harder. So I think I am pretty content with, like, I'm not content with the amount that I work because I think I work too much
Yeah, you
and
work
I'm
too
underpaid.
much.
How many hours do you work a week right now?
I don't keep track of my hours like that because I think it'll make
Yeah.
me sad.
Like estimate, you wake up at 9, like do you like
I wake
clock
up
out?
at 7:30.
Jesus Christ.
I wake up at 7:30.
Andrew's like, oh, this is what employed people do.
I leave.
Hey,
the
I went through a
office at
time when I was in
8.
consulting.
true.
I woke up at 6 and got to the
Yeah.
office at 6:30.
Yeah, I get to the office
left
at
at 8.
8. Or
Okay.
I leave I leave at 8. I get to the office by like 8:30.
8:30. Okay.
And then I'm usually there until 6.
And then once you're
That's actually
done,
so brutal.
are you like clocked out from 6 to whenever you sleep?
No.
Or
On
you
my
clock,
most recent project, no. On my most
Okay.
recent project, I've been getting messages until like 10 p.m.
Okay,
Am
so
I
you're
always
like
doing...
clocking like 60 hours a week, or at
yeah,
least.
and I understand that, you know,
Mm.
people in like IB and
No, I did
consulting.
60 consulting, yeah, and it was pretty bad. Like I could
Yeah.
not do it.
yeah,
But it's different.
yes, it's different
It's
because
different.
those people are actually getting paid, and then
Mhm.
they also get
I was getting paid the same as you, I think.
No,
Oh,
but they
really?
have like, I feel like the progression in consulting and baking is like,
Oh,
you get
baking
paid
jumps.
little for now, but like you make jumps in
Yeah.
the future where
oh yes,
I don't
know.
I
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm continuously underpaid and expected to work even more. And
Really,
continue to
it gets
get-
even more. I guess it's not that surprising.
Yes, we
Like you think the managers are like not even clocking like 60, 70 then?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Whoa.
There was one guy
Damn,
on my
that's
team
tough.
that worked through the entire weekend.
Do you think you're gonna do this job like when you want to start a family? Sorry.
There
okay,
are
let's
no
not-
women on my team.
Yeah,
No
I
one
feel
on
like
my
that's a
team
bad
has a
sign.
family either.
that's a bad sign.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think because like I do like this line of work in terms of the
Mm.
motivation behind it. I think things are kind of tricky right now because federal funding is pretty tight and a lot of the
Mm.
projects that we're getting are not as like morally, ethically as motivational as like I would like them to be.
Mhm.
Where I think we did a lot of more public, like either public utilities, public housing, those kind of projects in the past, where now we're doing a lot of work for like data centers and like
Oh,
tech
I
and-
see.
that's definitely
Building
gonna
the
be-
AI
Yeah.
revolution, huh?
yeah. And I think like a lot of people
Dang.
on my team that are more cognizant about impact are kind of like, this obviously
It's
is
not what I
not the
signed
kind
up
of
for.
work
Right,
that we
right,
want
right.
to do, but
Mm.
like
Yeah.
there are lessons that we can learn from it so we can do better jobs on like the work that we do actually really value.
Mm.
But it is
Mm.
like, you know, like, yes, at the end of the day, these companies want to be more sustainable and more like resilient and have their infrastructure, you know, like last longer, which is ultimately a good thing. But at the same time, it's like we're helping them build a shit ton of data centers.
Oh, really? That's what you're working on right now?
Whoa.
I actually didn't know
No.
that.
Well,
Well, that's
I
actually
will
kinda
be at
crazy.
some point, but
It's a major thing your firm is doing.
Mhm.
yes,
I
yes.
see.
And
Okay.
I think that's a lot of what like engineering, architecture, construction firms, like everyone that I know that's in
That's
this
what-
field
yeah,
is
yeah,
working
that's
on
where
this
the
kind of
money's
That's
at.
also where the
Yeah.
money's at right now.
Yeah.
It's
too.
all capitalism.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I love that we all do very, very different things. It's cool to hear about things that you're doing. I didn't know you had
Thanks.
like your feet in that kind of business.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think I was gonna have my feet in that business either, and it's not by choice.
Did not want my feet.
Yeah. Everyone's kind of just like, oh, yeah. Like when I talk to my girls at work about this, because I have friends that are girls on different teams, but there's obviously none on mine. But they're like, have you been on a data center project yet?
I don't want to be.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anyways, what were we talking about? I had more to say. Oh yeah,
Of
yeah.
Birthday stuff.
No, I think it was
Um,
on like working and being discontent.
Yeah.
But
Uh.
yeah, I honestly think I should work less and be less productive and play more.
Yes.
Hmm.
Because I miss
Make more
playing.
money.
I like
No.
see. I
don't
wouldn't
think
think
that's
about
her
money as much as I am currently if I did not live in New York, which I think is part of the issue.
Oh.
Because I think also in New York, consumerism is really pushed into your face, where you're made to feel like you should be spending more money
Yeah.
and you should
Mm.
be experiencing more things. And I
Mm.
think that makes me really conscious of A, how much money that I'm making, and B, how much money I'm spending.
Mhm. That's true. Everyone here is so money focused. Like everyone cares like how much money that they're making here. Like they
You
care
have
about that more than their job. Like, it's-
Unfortunately, yeah. I think it comes with high cost of living. Like you have to be very cognizant, or else you run yourself. Very
Yeah,
much in
the
red.
housing market here is
Yeah.
crazy.
Dang. But I like kind of thinking about money sometimes. It's like a
Unfortunately, I really like it too. Personal finance gives me so
Yeah.
much joy.
yeah. It's
Can you guys do my finance?
We have.
you're very
yeah.
good at. Don't you have that whole spreadsheet thing?
I do.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're very good at budgeting and personal finance stuff. So,
Okay.
Do you know
anyways.
how much you spend a month on average? You don't have to say it.
Well,
but-
I've only spent a month here so far.
What? You've only been here for one
I'm
month?
coming up on 2. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang, I feel like you've been here longer.
But in my first month, I spent around. This is inclusive
Of
of.
rent?
Yes, and all the
Oh,
the furniture.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it was like relocation also,
Oh,
but
yeah, yeah.
I spent around 4,000,
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sounds about right.
and I make about 4.8.
And
in
that's
a
how much I
month,
make.
so-
Yeah, I literally
rough.
asked Rachel the other day, like, how much do you make post-tax, post
Savings
for- yeah.
deductions. Yeah.
savings
Oh,
deductions? Because
I
I'm
mean-
going to be making almost exactly as much as her as a
Yeah.
resident.
Oh,
So
I
I'm
see,
like,
I see, I
what
see.
lifestyle can I afford with Rachel's salary? It's not much.
Yeah, it's not much.
But it's okay. I think we'll just leverage Andrew's wealth and live in a 3-bed, 3-bath. That's very nice.
Yep.
Thanks,
kidding.
Andrew.
That works.
I
Um,
will say, like, at the end of the day, I am very grateful for being able to live here because it's like a lovely city, and I am
Yeah.
also extra grateful that Andrew also lives here.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Hell
Andrew.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, that cookie has been staring me in the face. Can I have a bite? It
Yeah,
keeps
go
looking
ahead.
at me.
I want to take a bite, but the cookie just
But
keep
it
looking at
keep
me.
looking at me.
Go get breakfast burritos at Ursula and try their blue corn lime cookie.
Ooh.
Blue corn That sounds. Oh, wow.
Everyone that works there is super nice. My
Look,
friend
guys,
also
look at this
works
cookie.
there.
It's-
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
also vegan. It's very vegan friendly.
Oh, it's vegan?
Mm-hmm.
Word? Let me get a bite of
Yeah.
that.
And
Those are
my
very
friend
pretty.
helps develop some of these recipes.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
You say this right here is vegan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They also
Wow.
have vegan breakfast burritos. Wait, I
Cool.
can get some for you next week. I'll go to. I'll
Whoa,
go
this
visit
tastes
again.
exactly like
Blue corn.
lime.
Wow, how he do this? This is quite delicious. And it's vegan?
Oh wow.
I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Wait.
Go to Ursula in Brooklyn.
It tastes like a corn chip, but sweet and limey. No.
Wait, that's really good.
Yeah, it's a really good cookie.
Dude, the
They
cookies
also
that
have
you
awesome
and
work
Caleb
culture.
the cookies
Yes.
that you and Caleb baked at our apartment, wow. It was spectacular.
Yeah, I love baking with Caleb.
I
He
have-
literally will see something and be like, write down all the ingredients to make it.
Dang.
Like
Dude.
he doesn't.
Very
That is
talented.
a person that doesn't need a recipe. And you know what's the kicker? He doesn't have an oven in his apartment.
How's he bake?
He comes
in
here.
his air fryer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing I love about New York. There's just so many different types of people here doing very different things, and they're all very driven and passionate about those different things. And it's very inspiring. As someone who likes bouncing off of other people's energies, like this is a great place to be because everyone has such intense energies in very diverse directions, you know?
Lit.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right, cool. This was a
Yeah, I need to take Uni out.
pretty long pod.
It's time for we need to go outside.
Uni needs to go for a walk. I think
needs
I'm
to
gonna go
pee.
hit some balls in the simulator. Anyone want to join me?
Can I join?
Yeah, Andrew's golf simulator. We can play a real nice course. But thank you guys for tuning into this week's episode of the Rooftop Pod. We're glad to be back. Unfortunately, I don't think we can be back super consistently just yet.
Dude, cause I'm
Um,
busy.
Andrew's busy,
I got work, dog.
and
Andrew's so busy, we can't pod.
yeah, I think
Dude,
we're in.
I was
Me
quite
and
busy.
Jesse,
Okay.
though, not busy at all.
Not busy. Not compared to me.
I wish that were the case, but yeah, I think we're all in a very busy.
Dude, I was working till like 3 a.m. for like a couple days straight.
Yeah, you're busy, bro.
It's crazy,
Welcome
man.
to work life. Welcome to the
That's
life of
nuts,
the
dog.
employed. I didn't sign up for this shit.
Wait, that was me though. I got to my job and I was like, why am I clocking so many hours? I didn't sign up for this. I'm not in IP or consulting and I'm not getting paid that much.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did sign up for my life, and I knew exactly what was coming this year. So, yeah, we're in a busy season of our life right now, but I do hope to fire this back up consistently in the future. If you guys are willing to stick around for it, we'd be very grateful. If not, that's totally fine.
That's
We don't post very consistently anymore. So, anybody listening to this makes me feel very appreciated and warm inside.
Everyone
any of
say
y'all
happy
making it to
30th
the-
birthday to Jesse.
Do not say that shit. I'll block you.
I'll block you immediately.
But no,
Happy
it's-
28th birthday, Jesse.
Oh, that's me. That's about to be me.
Dang.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Not yet though.
Dude,
give
that's
me
crazy.
like 4 months.
Hey, what if we had a joint birthday party?
We
Oh
could
yeah,
have a
you
joint-
guys can have a joint
Yeah,
birthday.
we could
You
do
guys are
that.
right next to each other.
We could do that.
But then it's two people who both don't like attention. So I
Yeah.
don't know if that would
I
actually
was
work.
like attention on Rachel.
No, I think it's on Andrew.
I feel like it has to be two people where one person likes a little bit of attention, you know?
No, I feel like when I had it with 3 people, it
Oh,
was like
but
it was
yeah, that's
so,
so
evenly
spread out.
split
Yeah, that's
that
true,
it
that's
was
true.
like it was fine.
That's
That's
true.
true.
And your friend group is, sorry, my friend group is your friend group now. So
Correct.
yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be like too many new people.
Yeah.
You guys should do it.
Yeah.
You could do it.
Nice.
But I don't like doing anything for my birthday. One of my favorite
What was
birthdays.
karaoke?
Karaoke's good. We have a karaoke machine right there.
We have karaoke at home.
We have it right here.
That's true. Like if a whole birthday celebration in, you know, what would be really
That's
fun
what
for your
we're doing
birthday.
for my roommate. We're playing.
Like basically every event is just held here.
That's exactly
Oh,
what we're
really?
doing for my roommate's birthday, and it's gonna be so amazing and awesome and
Oh,
pajama
man.
themed.
Really
I
awesome.
wish
I'm
I
wearing
could
sweatpants.
come.
It's-
I don't
oh
know
my
if I
God.
can come.
Wait,
Wait, could
no one's
Alex is
invited,
coming too, right?
unfortunately, because it's a strict limit cap for her birthday.
Yes,
but we're
I
starting the
saw-
day
I
with a
saw that
Catan
out of
tournament.
20
All right.
Oh my
2 p.m.
tournament.
Catan tournament. Because we have like 4 sets of Catan. We play Catan for
Four
like,
sets of Catan.
for like 4 hours, all right? And we have like a winner. Then magicians are coming. They're gonna do close-up magic.
No
here.
way. You guys are having magicians
Where
come here?
magicians are coming, and then after that, we're
That's
ending the night
so
with karaoke,
awesome.
and we're gonna be in our sweatpants the
That is
entire
so
time.
awesome.
It's gonna be
Wow,
so
I love
amazing.
that idea.
I know that's so
Let
amazing.
me
That's
check
so
my
awesome.
schedule.
I love.
I might have to come.
Can we do that?
Yeah. Well,
Maybe do it.
magicians
like a
are very
different flavor.
expensive.
Oh, we don't need the magicians. Everything else sounds great.
Important. Yeah. Yeah. We
Wow.
could do that. We could do that actually.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap up this podcast. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in to this week's episode of the Rooftop Pod. I am your host, Jesse, and signing out with me is my brother
Andrew.
and my sister,
Rachel.
And we will catch you guys all on the next episode of the Rooftop Pod. Peace.